My name is Robert Gammon, and I'm here to show the Analyzer products today. Last year, we actually came out with Incident Analyzer, and it has had great success. And we actually won an award for it for software innovation. But in this particular case, we're also going to be showing Area Analyzer, Network Analyzer, and Feature Analyzer. These are all new products that build upon the Incident Analyzer concept. So if we take a look up here, when we talk about Incident Analyzer is all about understanding the nuances of where points are or events are. And in this particular case, we have an example of an Incident Analyzer talking to a CAD system. This is real data coming in. It might be hard for you to pick up, but you can actually see point there that's pulsing on the screen. That's an incident that just came in within the last 30 seconds or so. And this is coming all the way from Brazil. This is actually a 911 system sitting in Brazil, and we're being able to see those views. You can see it's now changed. We've got another one coming in here as well. What we can do though is not only are we getting live data, but we can actually start to analyze that live data using a number of different types of BI technologies. So we can look at all the recent ones. We can look at all the P5 ones, those kinds of things. These types of views can be built with no programming skills whatsoever. You basically just configure the system. Once you configure the system, you have a view that looks like this. This used to be for programmers only, not anymore. You can just do this yourself, out of the box. So that's an example of Incident Analyzer. It's been on the products for about a year now, and we've made great improvements to it. If you understand how to configure something in Incident Analyzer, you can do it in Area Analyzer, Network Analyzer. Learn once, applies to all of the applications that you have. So very, very simple to use. So that's an example of what an Incident Analyzer might look like. Let's take a look at something else. So in this particular case, I'm going to look at Area Analyzer. Again, this is another example of another application. In this particular case, it's looking at sugarcane plots, and it's actually analyzing areas. So in this particular case, we're actually, all of those polygons are actually fields that are being farmed. And with this information, they can start to find out which fields are yielding the best amount of crop. So a good example, you can see it, it's all laid out very similar. How you build these is exactly the same, okay? So that's an example of Area Analyzer now. So with that in mind, we can also do lines. So where are lines important? Well, we are working with a number of transportation companies in the US in this particular case, and we're actually trying to understand how the road conditions are within a neighborhood or within an area. And if you wanted to, for example, in this particular case, we're looking at road ratings. So maybe I want to look at all the poor road ratings. You'll notice automatically, dynamically updates for that. And we say, well, wait a minute, those are poor, but when were they built? And we take a look at when they were built, and we're going, wait a minute, they were built within the last 10 years. What's going on with those? And we can also see which ones get the most amount of traffic, for example. Again, just another example of being able to take points, lines, areas, curves, all into account when you're doing these. Building these views is simple, and you can deploy it actually anywhere you want. So one of the deployment opportunities is actually a handheld device like this. So you can go ahead, go into your handheld device, and basically just boot up the application. And actually, which one did I boot up here? I'm going to boot up the second one here. I want to boot up the same one we just had right there. So I'm going to look at the road incidents on a device. It's exactly the same view that I had up here. And it works perfectly in terms of the zooming in, zooming around, the ability to actually do spatial filters simply by doing spatial filters. So we got the ability to do exactly the same thing on a different device and deploy that out in the field. All of this is done for a very good price, very cheap, very good. And that's basically what I'm demonstrating today. And if you want more information, go to our website and check it out.